So I
Yep.
don't know
All
if we
right,
talked about.
welcome everybody. We are here and ready to go. A
Hey,
little D&D
Hey.
in the Svenzone.
so I
Yep.
don't know exactly
All
if we
right,
talked about.
welcome everybody. We are here and ready to go. All right, so I can
Hey,
be
Hey.
heard. Let's see, Micah, how are you tonight? Welcome everybody.
I'm
We are
doing well. How
here
are you
and
guys
ready
doing?
to go.
How
All
are you
right, so
doing
I
hey,
can be heard.
specifically?
Micah, how are you tonight?
me?
Welcome everybody.
I'm
We are
doing well.
here
How are
I'm
you
and
doing
guys
ready
really.
doing?
to
I'm
go.
doing really bad. I've got a friend of mine that's been a family friend for 20 years, and her phone has been cut off, and she supposedly had fallen and broken something, and she's in the hospital, and nobody can get a hold of her.
Oh, that sucks.
And she has a flip phone, so she has no internet, no smartphone, no email, no contact list. She has to do everything from memory. And then she goes in the hospital. So she's going to go just either today or tomorrow, go over and get her a phone from T-Mobile, and they won't even let people in the hospital. So I'm fucked.
That sucks.
Yeah, yeah. And then I have an operation on Monday, and I got John coming out to help with the stuff, all the chores and projects. I'm going to be working 6 weeks. All the time he's going to be here, I'm going to be in a boot hobbling around. So it should be interesting. He came 2 weeks earlier than I was expecting. So, but
Are
he's
you
good. He's the man.
are you going to be mobile and conscious enough to play on Thursday?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I have 2 days laid up with my in my room. Chris is sanctioning me off in the room so I don't move around, and then after that, I'll be probably in crutches but functioning and everything. They're putting a rod basically in my big toe because of the problems I'm having with it. So it's not detrimental, but it's not fun either. And of course, I was expecting the 2 weeks, which would be the time that I'm going in for post-op, if the bandage change and everything else, they can assess things. And now I even haven't already had that. So I've explained it to him, and he's all good and whatnot.
Yep. Well,
So we
Nancy
shall
had the
see.
same thing. My mom had her second toe was long and would naturally go over the top of her big toe.
Ah, yes.
And it would keep doing that. And it's been doing that for years. So they finally did surgery, and it's the same thing. Drove a pin in the one, and they did other stuff and changed the shape, and then put a pin in it. And the pin was sticking out with this big plastic ball on the end of it. And
It's not like
it's
it's
cool,
inconvenient or in place, whatever, but
but it's cool because the boot they gave her is not the big, huge sleeve that goes all the way up to your knee. It's just like
right.
a sandal, and so it's a boot that she can just put right on and wear around as like a sandal. It has a
Right, right.
covering that comes up and blocks for her
Oh, that's cool.
toe from being hit. So it was very convenient, much easier to walk around in and stuff and wear all the time because you have to, because you can't sleep.
Right.
Because if you hit that
Exactly.
pin, you're gonna wake up.
Yeah,
Uh,
and plus your big toe is the main toe. I mean, you can almost lose all your other toes and be still functional with the big toe.
yep.
But so that's a good thing. She was fortunate in that respect.
Well, cool, cool. So we are ready to rock and roll. Uh, you guys are doing a little bit of house cleaning, if you remember from last week.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, yep,
Let
yep.
me
I still don't know the extent of it.
share the map.
Don't
All
know
right.
the
So,
extent.
what did you guys decide? It really just depends. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If you want to have, I don't remember if we've had this conversation before or not, but when we have missing characters, um, in one of my other campaigns, they just disappear, and then when the player comes back, they come back. But they don't earn experience or any of that stuff. Another
Right.
one of my campaigns, the characters are always there, whether the players or not. Someone else will run them, and so they keep same experience as everybody else. That type of thing. So really up to you guys. What did you want to do for tonight? Since we don't have Kita, did you want me to
Well,
run um, her character, or do you want to carry on without her? More XP for you. but it's a little bit harder, so it's up to you.
What do you think? I have my opinion. What do you think, Honey Badger? Honey Badger, what's your thoughts?
I'm an experience whore. I like the extra XP, and unless it's something where we like really would need another person, I don't think it's super efficient to have them there. So I am I'm definitely an experience whore. So I would say my vote would be to leave her out of it unless we needed her for some type of battle or something, and then drag her into it. But
Right. Well, I mean, in a general sense, I prefer to have the characters there because here's the thing: we're getting harder things to deal with,
yeah,
and so are we at the point we're about to level up? We haven't. If we
yeah,
level up, all of a sudden there's no concern. But I assume, I mean, understand what you're saying. It's harder to deal with other characters,
sure,
especially for the DM.
yeah.
But I think that I mean, and we have died before.
I
Two of
mostly
us have
just
died, so it's
I
not like we're
mostly
completely
just
free and clear.
Only one.
I'm mostly just worried about you being crazy this week.
Me?
Yeah, your character Jackson is insane for
Also,
12 fucking hours. Because
oh,
of your
that's true.
magic,
That's true.
you're
Okay,
literally,
well,
it's not, I'm not making it up. Like, you're insane.
no, I understand
And
that.
Yep,
I
there's a
mean,
I
but
gotta
magic
that's a
figure out a
surge.
way to,
situation.
I
It's
gotta
a
figure out a way to
situational
deal with
thing.
that.
It is a situational thing. Normally, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I
I
agree.
I hadn't, I hadn't forgot. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. That's the only thing
So
I'm really worried
so
about is dealing with you being crazy. I'm not really worried about going out to fight more monsters this campaign. I'm gonna
right.
role play that first couple of hours. We're gonna deal
Okay.
with your crazy ass, and then
Right.
we'll. I mean, I'm fine. I don't care either way. It doesn't really bother me. I
Okay.
love XP, so I'm
Yeah.
cool with doing it with her there. Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay. So we're gonna throw it back to this to Sven then.
Sure.
Do you think that we can, as a party, make it through with me being crazy for 24 hours? Um, what do you think? Is it a feasibility with our
It's
the level of shit we got to deal with?
so as far as that is concerned, this is you guys just have. It depends on what you do. It's like saying, you know, can we go camping safely? Well, it really just depends on what you do.
I don't know,
Can
man.
you?
You
You
know,
can if you make the right choices. If you take it, if you're careful, and or you could get lost in the woods, or you could drive off a cliff. I mean, there's lots of things that could happen. So it really just depends on how, in this case, how Scrambles um,
And Cree and
wants to hand
tricks.
wants is going to handle Jackson. Um, and it's only until sundown, but it is mid morning, so you've got
right,
several
right,
hours, and it really depends on what they want to do. Or do they want to just sort of hope he doesn't go nuts and just push him at the
right,
monsters? If there are monsters, this whole place could be empty. You don't know. Um,
right, right.
or do they want to just grab him, tie him down, and wait? So
We do have we. Well, I have Cree, he's buds with Jackson, so he can kind of hang and nurse him, so to speak. We have tricks and scrambles, which are definitely capable. So, all right, let's just go with it and see what happens. I
Sure.
think we'll have to turn down your enthusiasm with barging in a little bit, just because I mean, which would be the normal case. If you saw that one of us was really either hurt or mentally incapacitated, then we change the tactics. So I think we can handle it. Let's go with it.
so for those of you watching later on, just to explain and get caught up. There was a magic surge that was purchased. Two of them were purchased. One, um, the only effect so far has been when Scrambles summoned his echo. Uh, Huge gouts of water spewed from his ears and sprayed about the room for several seconds. Um, the other magic surge turned Jackson dangerously insane until sundown. Um, and for the record, right now it is 8:30 in the morning. So He has
Holy Jesus! I thought it was like 11.
It's like I said, you have like 8, 12 hours. That's like a long time to be crazy. You have plenty of crazy time.
So that is where we stand. We had just finished a fight, and at that point, there were several bandits in this room. I do want to check and see if here's the explanation of the room. Let me move over. So as I was explaining to Micah before we started, I did make some changes to OBS, which is the software I use to stream with. And so I am able to stream with, with the window open, having the stream on as well, so I can monitor it a little bit better. So without my computer exploding. So we're gonna see how that works. This allows me to check the sound every once in a while and stuff like that. So, oh hey, Hot Tink is here. Welcome, welcome.
Woohoo!
Let me say hello. That is one of my family members. Don't think she would care, but I don't remember asking her, so I don't want to call her out in case she cares. We'll do the little sound alert. There we go.
Wow.
The old Clive Owens, or whatever the hell his name is.
I think it's Clive
Owen,
Owens. Right?
Owen Wilson or Clive Owen? They're way different people.
Owen Wilson.
Yes, he did.
Same thing.
Remember last week when he's like, Owen Wilson, Clive Owen, same person? I was like, no, way different.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that movie with Samuel L. Jackson and what's her bucket?
Selma Hayek.
No, the one that Alex it's Sven likes. The
A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I think of when I think of him, Clive Owen. I mean, he's been in a crap load of stuff. He's been good guys and bad guys, but yeah, he rocked in that one.
Yeah.
Clive Owen is in Long Kiss Goodnight. I don't know who Clive Owen is in, but it is Owen Wilson. That's what we're talking about.
Owen Wilson is the blonde guy from that shipwreck movie.
Right. Yeah.
He's just like a idiot pretty boy with a busted nose.
Zoolander.
It says
Shame.
on it.
Shame.
Now we're being shamed.
Shame.
We deemed the shame. Which is this person ringing a bell. Ding, 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 ding. Shame. 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 But yeah, it's Owen Wilson, and it actually says it in the actual thing. Owen Wilson, wow. So, and it can be bought for 10 Svenzone particles.
You think you can talk like Owen Wilson?
No, it's actually him saying, wow.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like have that voice going. I'm like, okay, let's see how that goes.
Wow.
Wedding. What is it?
Wedding Crasher.
Yeah, exactly. That was great in that too.
It's on.
Wow. Anyway,
Wow.
if you say you're lurking, if you have the sound on the stream, real quick. I know it's an echo for a second, but then redeem it, you'll hear it. It says wow, in his voice. Anyway, you can also get fart and burp, but you have to go down below.
That's what they all say.
You can also get. You also have to get the terrible flute. My favorite. It is so bad. It is so terrible. The guy playing
Titanic.
My heart will go on. Yeah, really badly on the flute. It's like 20 seconds, but it's a great 20 seconds. I love it. And it costs you 100 bits to hear it. But anyway, so that is where we stand. Let me check and see if you guys were given the XP for this battle. We'll see
I
where
think we were.
see where we stand on.
No, we didn't get any sort of experience there. I think we should need to get some experience.
All right, so the last one you got was 1350. What is this called? Does not look like you got the.
Oh, that's special. Because I was just joking around.
Let's see, what is it called? I'm trying to find the name of the room you're in. Here it is. Nope, you did. It's called barracks. I thought you were in the cellar.
Well,
You're
need
not.
100. I got 100 HP to get up to fifth level, which is the magical level.
Yep.
It's magical.
Okay. The fifth level is pretty nice. You guys will get extra attacks and other stuff. Of course, you could take that one level of bard if you want, or
There
switch
you
things
go.
up.
I'm a blacksmith. I'm going to take up a ukulele and start serenading everybody.
Right? Or Scrambles could become a cleric. You know.
Necromancy?
There you go.
Just saying. I did raise someone from the dead.
That's
little-
right.
With a little help, but still.
A little help from the Satan himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the terrible god of murder. But you gotta make compromises sometimes.
Exactly. Well, we shall see the implications of that situation soon, I'm sure.
Hey, no one's ever made a bad deal with the devil, okay? It always ends up picture perfect in those movies.
Exactly. Perfectly fine, and
Everything
everybody's
gets better
good.
after
It's a
that.
happy ending all around.
Yeah. No one's ever regretted that decision.
All right, so you're in the room. In this room, there are. It looks like it's a storeroom that's also been pressed into living quarters. You've got the 2 bunk beds
Same.
that you guys are up against the walls there. But there's also barrels and crates down below. And you had the 3 men who were in there. And they're
Right.
all wearing different cloaks. They're all wearing, I mean, it's the same type of red cloaks. So, as Scramble's echo passes and goes away.
So are we technically in still battle? Are we still technically in battle?
Not right this second, no.
Okay.
You should do
I've
finish.
Kree has used one of his first level and one of his only second level spell. I'm thinking that she would like to do one more. I don't know. Let's see. Are you worth it, dude? Is Scramble's worth it?
Worth what? Healing?
Worth having the second of his first spells utilized to help you heal you. Yeah, 1d8.
I'm not that hurt right now. I only have 19 hit points down. I can second wind myself really
Which
easily.
is almost 50% of your HP. So
No, I have 46 health. It's not that bad.
it's still, but minus 19 is almost 50%. You're bleeding, dude. We have to patch you up, and it's still coming through the wound, the gauze. Okay, so
I'll just rub some dirt on it. But yeah, I'll take a heal.
all right, that's right.
That doesn't hurt. I'll take a heal if he wants to.
Dirt
not gonna fight him.
Dirt cures everything, and chicks dig scars, right?
Exactly.
All right, so when you guys came in the room, you were up on this landing. From the landing on either side, it goes down 5 feet to a second landing, 5 feet below that first one, that then extends into another stairway that goes down. So from where you came in, you were 15 feet above the ground floor that you guys are on now. There's a door going to the north underneath one of those landings.
Right.
And then you guys found the cistern with this water. Scrambles determined it was more than likely rainwater that's collected somehow from above. And then he saw, as you guys were looking at these barrels and stuff, he saw some movement, saw the door being cracked a little bit, and he went into that room, saw these 3 guys in here, and that's where we left off. So,
Which we killed all of, correct?
Correct. Those
Okay.
all three of them are dead. Cool.
So I'm going to say that Jackson, being the brains of the party, I still have not grasped what's going on with this pool thing. My thought is let's just do a quick gander down below and see if maybe there's some sort of passage or a special thing going on down there before we move on to this door under the balcony or stair walking thing.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, that sounds great.
The question is, who's going to do it? Because I ain't doing it. I am freaking crazy. I want to run around in a circle here, but I'm restraining myself as best I can. See my eyes closed, going, trying to keep myself together.
How crazy is Jackson now that I'm out of the room and I'm seeing him for the first time? Like, is he foaming at the mouth, or like, how crazy is he?
So that leads me to Jackson's first percentile roll.
Okay, I can do that. Woo-hoo.
Also, is Kree gonna heal me or not?
I'm sure that's not a good roll.
59. Could be worse.
All right, so you are not convinced that they are all dead, and you need to go in there and check and make sure they are dead.
Kind of like ADHD. I'm like, I'm gonna go do this, right?
Correct, and you're gonna do the fantasy equivalent of a double tap.
Okay,
them.
which means okay. So
You
they're
go
on
in
the
there
floor.
and
I'm going
murder
in
the
there.
shit
Yes,
out of them?
exactly.
They
Yeah, I
blow
got
their
a
brains out.
freaking longsword. I'm gonna be hacking them a little bit. Make sure that's why you shut off the head and you burn the body. That's always the situation in all criminal things, right? Somebody breaks into your house, cut off the head, burn the body.
I
Then,
don't think that's
then,
how it works
then-
nowadays.
then call the
But-
police.
I don't think that's how it works now. That's not how it works. But it's not a bad idea in zombie times. So you're in there smashing the bodies around. Is Kree just going to sit there and just get a part of this bloodbath, or what is he doing?
No, he's kind of keep an eye on him from like kind of here, make sure everything's okay, getting out of the way of the blood spatter.
So
And so
there's a body
like
up
I
in
said,
the corner. There's a body down in this corner. Which one are you going to kill first?
I don't know where you just pointed to, but all of them.
Up in the top left corner, there's one. Up in the top, like on the bed up there, there's a body.
Okay. Yep. I'll go there.
Cool.
Give him a nice couple chops with my long sword.
What is this door made of that I'm standing in front of?
It's an Acme wooden door.
Acme wooden door. That's not super helpful.
It's
Okay.
IKEA, man. It's
made
IKEA.
of like a 2x4s with an iron band on at 6 feet and another one at 2 feet.
Was that about
I get that. I mean,
what did you just say about sex? Sex. Jackson, like sex?
Anyway,
You've been a long time.
so how confident am I that this door will shut like a door and be able to lock like a door? Just looking at it.
It will shut. You don't see. First of all, the door opens towards you.
Yeah.
And you don't see. There's not a lock on it.
Oh, so there's not a big iron band that goes across it to shut it closed?
No.
But you could use a chair under the thing, and kind of jury rig it up. But Kree's like, hey, let's give him a moment to vent his anxiety and rage. And
I think right now is a great time to lock him in that room, Kree. I think if we shut the door right now and just start piling barrels against it, and we just let him ride it out in the basement, he can go in there, he can murder fest, he can do whatever he wants.
For 10 hours.
Hey.
At least put some of the barrels of meat in there or something.
Do you want to fight him if he goes nuts?
Barrels.
That's what I'm saying.
No, the room he's in has
The room you're
barrels in it.
I am telling you that he does not see them. You need to bring some shit in there.
I think that
And
maybe
you said sex, so now he's thinking about maidens and whatnot. So
I think we should just leave him in there until he cools down, because I don't want to try to fight him if he goes all nuts, tries to kill us or something.
All right. Well, Kree is giving you a incredulous look. You're incorrigible, sir. You're incorrigible.
Okay. Well, when he pops off, you get to deal with it then.
Kree is more than willing to do. Jackson is bud, man.
You
They
have
went through
pythons
the.
too.
Yeah, I could just shut this door.
You can close the door and just drive a python in there, and he won't
Oh,
be able to
I have
open it.
rope. I was just gonna tie him up, but then he walked into this room. I was like, that's even better. I don't even have to fight him to tie him up.
Well, plus, I'm wielding a sword around.
Yeah.
3.5-foot sword.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
then
this
we
is
get
a
too
heck of a lot
close.
easier than trying to negotiate a surrender with you.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys
But
make the decision.
if Kree thinks that I should let him stay, I'll let him stay for now. But when he freaks out, starts stabbing things, I'm getting out of the way. Because I don't know if you've seen him go into a rage, but it's not real pretty. And
No,
I don't want
Kree
to be on
certainly
the
has.
I don't want to
All
be
right,
on the opposite side of a rage.
So, what do you guys want to do for the next several hours? Are you just going to stay in here and relax, or um, you want to go back to the city? You're going to send one of them back while Scramble stays? I mean, you have lots of choices. What do you want to do?
He's already got a Rocky Talkie. Why don't we just leave him in
That's
there
right.
with the Rocky Talkie, and I'll go explore the rest of the downstairs.
Well, keep in mind we got Kree and we got Tricks too, and we have that one door we got to go through. So the question is, do you want to? I mean, I could also on Kree is like we can also just like give him some like rope behind him, kind of sneak his sword away and shield away, and then he can walk along casually with his arms not completely bind behind him, but secure, so he can't do anything to hurt anybody.
Oh, if he's willing to give us his sword, we don't even have to tie him up. As long as he's unarmed, I'll let him just run around free range. Do you think he'll go for that? I don't think he'll go for that.
I think Kree is he's his bud, man. They went through blacksmithing school with
I
the
think it's a
dwarves
great
together.
idea. Kree, I think that's a great idea. Right now, before we lock him in here, why don't you go in there, try and have a talk,
lock him in
have a
here.
quick talk to him, try and see if you can convince him to give up his sword. And if he'll give up his sword, just tell him you got to fix it, or
Right.
just lie to him. Tell him that it's like
It's
stupid
got some
looking.
bends in it and nicks, and we got
Yeah.
to straighten this thing out, baby.
Exactly. Figure
So-
something out. Just lie to him.
Something you
All
would
right.
know, Scrambles,
Sure.
is he has a dagger, a great axe, 2 javelins, a sword, and probably most
Fucking
dangerous of all,
crazy.
his staff of bird calls.
Exactly.
So
He can keep the staff of bird calls because it's hysterical.
you could take the sword away, but he'll still have all these other weapons.
So
Exactly.
I say that if Kree can get all of the weapons out of there, then that's fine. If not, I say we just shut this door and then put the immovable rod in front of it and come back in 10 hours when it's chill outside.
All right. Let's do
Let's let Kree
a
try
two let's say a 2 to 1. How about 2 points to 1 point? We'll one percentage. I mean, 1/3 is staying, 2/3 is letting him come. How about that? That's fair, right?
I don't know. I don't know how crazy
Okay,
he is.
so Sven, if he goes in here and looks at him, what are his thoughts? Does he feel like he's just so gone that it's best for the party? Or does he feel like it's okay? We can kind of keep him under control. Scrambles can kind of go behind him and kind of sneak things out as he's going along, take a javelin out. You won't notice, and take another javelin out.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't sneak at all.
Yeah, but you're second in line, and if he's kind of distracted, you might be able to, just
Sure. I will try my best to get what I can off of him while he's killing things. While he's killing stuff. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll role play this a little bit. So let's go in there, Kree, and you talk to him while he's murdering things.
All right, so Kree, as you're watching this, this is it's clear that he's not under some sort of control, because typically when somebody controls them, controls somebody else, does like a command or suggestion,
right.
Those type of spells are usually one thing, and then you do it, even though some suggestion lasts for 8 hours. You keep doing that one thing till it's done.
Right.
He's changed several times now. He's switched gears a couple times. So it's clearly not a magical thing. With the inside of 16, it's pretty clear that he, at least right now, does not have any kind of control.
Okay. And he has two of his magical barbarian surgeons left, which could be very dangerous. Actually, he has almost everything available. So, Kree may be thinking, yes, maybe it's the best to do. Let's figure out something. So, whether it's in the room or whether it's, kind of trying to restrain him and he's freaking out, about being restrained, but at least he's restrained and he's with the party. So,
Yeah, so I'll walk in there with Kree, and while he's chopping stuff up, he's got his longsword out already.
right.
So what I'll do is I'll say, while he's killing stuff with the longsword, I'll kind of egg him on to killing the bodies. Like it's cool, because that is something that Scrambles would do. Murdering things is great. Very pro murder. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, now get him with the axe, and then I'll hit me the sword. I'll go get him with the axe and try and see if I can convince him to switch weapons, and I'll take the old weapon and see if we can just get him to kill things with every weapon until I have all of his weapons.
Okay, so give me look at your charisma skills: deception, persuasion, bluff. I think are the three. Pick one and roll it, and then Jackson, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Where's my skills? Okay, skills. And you said it's the charisma-based ones?
Correct.
Okay.
And I'll say Kree is helping you, so you have advantage.
I'm going to go with performance. I have a +1. So I'm just kind of cheering him on. I'm being his cheerleader and convincing him it's a great idea to kill these things. And yeah, so then I'll go with performance. That's the skill I will use. I'm going to minimize this map a little bit here for a second.
Okay, so I think Kree is going along with this. I think it's a good idea.
Just to disarm him. I don't want to hurt him or tie him up.
Yeah. Trying to convince him in a
All right, so
within his.
he got you got a 16. He got a 14. He's a little as he does the sword. He gives you the sword.
Sure.
Switches to the axe.
Yeah.
He's a little hesitant to give up the axe, but you egg him on and do a little bit more, and then so he gives the axe. And he ends up with the dagger last, and he's not going to give up the dagger.
That's
but
fine.
You have his javelins and his other stuff, and so Jackson, at this point, you have a feeling. Actually, go ahead and give me an insight check with disadvantage.
Which is this, okay, this punt, okay, and then insight. Here we go. Come on, baby. Kind of sad.
Okay.
Kind of sad.
So you're not sure what's going on, but you now realize he has all your weapons.
Sure.
Okay.
Except for your dagger and your blast, frost.
Okay, so
frost fire
if you have like ADHD and depression type of thing happening, let's just say, and so a little bit of insanity, definitely going to feel
a little bit of insanity.
Well, you're going to feel anxious.
A little bit of insanity.
Hey.
just a little bit full blown insane.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, when you're anxious and things are just start to pile up,
yeah,
you tend to get like everything's wrong and everything's not going to work and everything like that. So I can see where he's becoming anxious, but he feels like he's okay. I'm ready to go. I've got my dagger. I'm going to ready to do this. So Kree is going to definitely be taking a watchful eye and trying to placate him and whatnot. So I say let's go ahead and try it. Kree is like, I'm assuming do we need to take a roll for that as far as what Kree feels? Or are we good?
No, you are role playing Kree, so you are can determine how he feels.
Sure. If you think that,
Kree, Jackson is his bud, man. I mean, they've grown up at least like 5-6 years together as kids, doing the special, dwarf driven blacksmithing. They're good buds. So I say he's going to try to bring him with and try to keep him in control.
Yeah, the scene fades as the little water bubbles show up as above Kree, and you see back to a little baby Jackson with smaller horns, and a small Kree with these little small claws skipping through daffodil fields holding hands and
Totally not gay.
fishing together
Yeah.
on the side of a lake, laughing and
Totally.
giggling, splashing each other in the
Yeah.
water.
Right.
And
Totally
then,
not weird at all.
then he comes back.
Totally not weird at all.
Nobody's thinking you're gay even a little bit.
Because they're kids, man. Kids can do anything, man.
That flashback was sponsored by a rainbow. Okay. So, all right. Hey, you know what? We have his stuff. That's good enough for me. And just to kind of play along with it as we walk along, I'll ask Cree, hey, Cree, do you have like a sharpening stone I can steal from you? Or can you pretend to sharpen his sword while you're holding it? Can you hold some of his stuff and sharpen it up while we're walking through this?
That is
Just to make it look like we didn't confiscate all of his weapons. I'm going to just kind of whisper that over my shoulder to Cree, like, hey,
that's his wheelhouse, man.
let's try to do that. Let's try to keep him as comfortable as we can and not poke the bear. Because even with just a dagger, I don't really want to fight my own party. Like, if we can keep an altercation from happening, I'm pro non-altercation. So let's try to make it look like we're helping him out. And we'll even let him lead the pack because I know how much he likes to be in the front. So,
And we can always use his sleight of hand to fix something.
heck yeah. So I'll look over at Jackson like, hey, man, let's go get the rest of this basement. You're the leader. And I'll walk back out through the door with Trix. And
you have your great sword ready at on your shoulder waiting.
So
I don't want to
trashing these bodies, and normally I would just say you're SOL because you didn't think about it. But as he's trashing these bodies, there are coins starting to scatter across the floor and stuff as he hits these their pouches and things.
Jackson is very excited about that. He'll just abandon the knife almost and just start digging in. Hey guys, this is awesome. Let's get some stuff here.
Heck yeah, I'll go in there with him. I'm really pro loot also, so.
All right, so I find a bunch of coins and a couple gemstones.
Cool.
Ooh, nice.
That's
Small
awesome.
red gemstones, 2 of them.
Nice. Rubies or whatever the other red one is.
I don't know what the other red one is.
Give me here. I'll push it for you. 1, 2.
Let's see what. Oh my god.
12.
Abilities. Okay. Oh yeah. There we go. That's rolling at 8.
So they're garnets.
Let's get to 12. Garnets. That's the one.
I don't know what garnets are, so.
It's a ruby.
It's a small red stone.
It's like a ruby, but not.
Yes, a garnet is a little bit darker. That's what it is.
Okay, cool. I know what granite is, but
Really? That's where we're going with that.
I know what granite and garnet sound the same. I mean,
That's true. That's true.
Right.
All right.
Anyway,
So we'll go ahead. Cree is going to be. So we're not going to have Jackson leading. We're going to kind of have him. I'll be behind you. Jackson will be behind Scrambles, and then Cree will be behind him.
I'll go in the front, and Cree can be the one who has Jackson behind him with the dagger.
Okay, that will work. We'll do that.
I don't want to get stabbed in the back.
Where do you want Trix to be?
Trix can be
the backup.
Yeah, he'll be in the very back, I guess. He'll be behind you because he'll just hide if you try to kill him.
Exactly.
He's not.
And it's there's a lot of work to kill something that's only 3 foot high down there, or 2 foot high with a dagger. So
he's very hidey, so he'll just run away and hide if any
At
shit.
this point, Jackson has a lot of blood on him. Just be aware. In front of him, he has a lot of blood splatter.
I mean, do we care? How dirty is he getting?
Just saying.
He looks like the guy from Braveheart, right?
Okay. For now, we'll just leave it till we realize there's nothing else here, and then we'll find a way to bathe them. But for now, we'll just hopefully we run into more stuff to fight, and that way the blood can just become worse.
Right. He can be distracted by killing something.
Exactly. That's the go plan.
All right, let's do it.
So we'll keep walking. I'll go this way. Did we check down here already?
Well, what about my increased plan is to maybe check out the pool thing?
This pool right here?
Yeah,
Oh, under
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
I
which
just-
way is down. Which
Well,
stairway is the down stairway? Is it?
It's
You are on the lowest
that's
level.
the up one. Yep, that's the up one there.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna go up.
Everything
Yeah,
goes up,
and the
then
door is
that goes
under
up.
that. The
Yes,
door is on
the
the
door
same
goes
level
under.
you're on.
Oh, over this one right here.
Door
Those
goes
little
underneath.
dotted lines, those little dotted lines are his lame ass way of saying it's under the balcony thing.
So I go this way to get to the door. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll open that door then. And this time I'm going to be ready. I'm going to tell everybody, hey guys, be ready. Because last time I opened a door, dude ran out. And I'm going to look over at Jackson. I'm like, you ready to go, man? You ready?
I'm ready.
You psyched?
I am ready. Yes.
Let's do this. And then I open the door. Hopefully there's a guy behind it. If not, I just psyched him out for absolutely nothing.
Exactly. I have a little bit of sweat running down my face with all the blood making little stripes down my face. Yeah.
Heck yeah, I want all the murder.
It's Braveheart again, once again. Or something from, what is it, Game of Thrones.
Heck yeah.
The night's coming, the night's coming. Here they come. All right, let's do this. Word
right.
Scrambles is.
I liked
Where's
Game of
Scrambles?
Thrones, but in my personal opinion, it was a little too incesty for me. they just had one too many sketchy incest scenes. Where I was like, yeah. Like they're related, right? Does everybody know that? Because this is getting weird.
Well, if
All
we could
right.
just go outside the game for a moment, my problem was that we knew that they were waiting for the winter. And let me tell you, 5 fucking seasons of waiting for the winter. I could see 2 seasons.
Sure.
2. That's it. There was just way too many shit going on. We should have had those evil things coming out way before.
Yeah. I agree.
All right,
Would
so,
have been way funner.
yep. All right. No, I'm not seeing. Oh, there he is. Okay.
I can't find my own character piece, so I'm not sure where I is either.
He's right. He's right through the door, about 2 steps. I can't seem to
Does that
activate
help?
Jackson.
Am I moving it? Shifting it around?
No, it's all
Shit.
black.
Okay, let me throw tricks in there then.
Yeah, I can see Jackson's character token. Okay, there I am. Cool. Perfect.
Trying to get- I
All
can't
right,
get him to-
I'm back.
I can't get
It looks like
Jackson to move.
some type of hallway or something.
All right.
There he is, okay.
Go ahead and stop.
I have stopped. Did.
Okay, so Jackson is there. He's good.
All right, so the dust is really thick in here.
Cough,
You
cough.
see columns carved into the side of the walls. Every 10 feet is what the little blips are.
Yep.
Double doors. It ends in the double doors. You see they're embossed with this copper.
So,
And
so
you see an
Jackson
angel was carved into it, into the copper.
Oh, cool.
So Jackson was going to read off this thing. Thick dust covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet. And the double doors at the west end of the hall are sheathed in copper plate. Ooh. Now green with age, a relief carving of a mournful angel graces the doors. That was it.
Very nice. All right, and so
Anything
as,
else? Nope. Okay. And moving on.
as
Whoa. Did I fall into a pit?
you
Holy
did, so
Jesus.
I need a dex save from you. Give me just
Oh,
a minute
no.
to find it. That would be dex. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean it for it to be hidden. See if it's hidden.
I don't
It's
think
not.
so. I
Okay. All right.
saw the 5.
Yeah,
That's
so
sad.
you're sort of, as you're walking, you see this thing in front of you, the copper
I'm
angel,
gonna use
sort
my
of
inspiration.
oxidized
don't-
with green. Okay.
I don't want to fall down that hole, so I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll a deck save. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
I do
as
a
this-
front flip kick.
So
I do
That's right.
As you're walking
Tear a hole in the matrix.
down, and you see looking at this angel on the door. Jackson starts narrating. You sort of twitching. You see you're paranoid about him anyway. And all of a sudden you feel the floor all of a sudden collapse, and you jump, and you're able to jump front, get away from the pit.
So he's catching the edge as it's falling down, and he's climbing up. Or he's still like holding on
No,
to
he
the edge.
does a standing, just a jump, a broad jump.
Okay.
And he's able to jump that far.
Cool.
Because you're able to jump half your strength score from standing.
Yeah.
And his strength score is more. I think it's 18, so he can go 9 feet. So you look down and you see it's 20 feet deep, and you don't see anything at the bottom of it besides dust and some rocks and cobwebs and stuff. It doesn't see, there's no spikes or anything like that.
Okay, that's a good trap. I like that. Have to remember that's there. Hey Cree, can you toss tricks over to me?
Certainly. Tricks is very powerful, right? Let's see. Check.
Cree's pretty.
All right, and Jackson will give you a percentile.
Yep. Jackson. There we go.
My immediate thought was, hey, I'll just ask Jackson to toss him over. And then I was like, what if he just throws him down that hole? Here you go. Woo!
There you go.
Pit of death.
Victory! Victory! As he goes falling down the hole.
Spikes him down in the friggin'. It's like, nah, I'll just have Cree do it. I'm sure he's strong enough.
Yeah, his strength is 15.
That's
So
where, he doesn't weigh that much. He's the size of a small dog.
Exactly.
I could throw a dog 10 feet.
Right.
He might not be graceful, but I could do it.
Okay, so he will do that then.
All right, you
Pretty
guys want a
gently.
rope, or do you think you guys can jump and run over?
What would that be for Crete? How would you
All
know
right, so
that?
Trix is not used to being thrown, so
No.
as he tosses him over, he's like wiggling and squiggling in the air, and you pull him to your chest and stuff, but he does fall to the floor, but no damage to either one. It's just not graceful and smooth as you catch him and bring him over there. And
Okay.
Jackson, so Cree, what is Cree's strength?
Strength is 14, I think. Let me just double check. Sorry. It is 15. Or 15, 5.
All
Okay.
right, so you know that you could jump and grab the edge and try to keep yourself from falling. You wouldn't be able to jump. If you had a 10-foot start, you could jump across it, no problem. But the problem is Jackson is coming towards you with hate in his eyes. He's probably going to push you in right now. So you have a quick decision. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to restrain him.
So you're going to turn around and okay.
And try to
Jackson, give him. I'll push it for you. So he's going to do an athletics check.
Jackson's like, stop pushing shit to me, man.
So he's like, you think he's going to throw you like he did Trix, and
Right.
you're not going to get thrown.
Right.
So we'll start with that, and then he also does. Could have done them both at the same time. There we go.
He is good at athletics, though. So. Ooh,
All right,
nice.
no problem. So you're able to hold him off, push him back against the wall, and then that allows you to move back to here, and then
he's gonna
just run and hop over.
Okay. He's gonna talk him down a little bit when he does that. Hey bud, we got this, man. Just take it easy. And then he's gonna call him over. Hey, kitty. Come here, tiefling.
I'll get out of the way so he can jump over without falling in, and I'll make sure that I stand and catch him if he doesn't.
All All right,
get
so
out
with
of the way.
18, you're able to talk him down a little bit and let him know you're not going to throw him. It's okay. He can jump on his own. And with your strength, you have plenty of. It's not hard for you to jump that far.
Okay.
Like I said, with a 10-foot start, you can jump your strength score in
Right.
feet. Um,
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Jumping is not something you roll with. There are
Yeah.
on occasion where you have to roll depending on where you're landing.
For acrobatics or something. Yeah.
Okay.
If
Well,
you're
he has
jumping
high
into things.
acrobatics.
But in this particular case, most of the time, like I said, the numbers are flat, and you can't like magically add 5 feet to your jump.
Okay.
You can jump the same amount all the time. Same thing with a straight leap up. So if you're trying to
Now, in
dunk
this case,
something,
does
it's the same thing.
athletics have anything to do with that, or is that incorporated into the strength test?
No, it's just
Because
your
he has
strength.
high athletics.
Right, it's just your strength score.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are across the way and are at the door. You see an angel, and the door itself is very old because it's like I said, the copper is all tarnished and green, like the Statue of Liberty.
Sure.
Okay. It's
Uh,
copper, and Jackson will be distracted by looking at it, and touching it and examining the beauty of it and whatnot. He appreciates that sort of thing.
I'm going to assume most people didn't get by that giant hole in the ground because it was still there when we got here. So I'm just going to open the door.
So you do
Yeah, but-
notice. Actually, I don't know. Let me do this. I'll give it to Cree. And Trix is your rogue-ish expert, so I'll let him have it too. Give me a perception. I'm gonna say it's a DC 14. Boom.
Okay. Perception. Nice. Nice.
Good rolls.
All right, so yeah, so all of you notice that on the northern side there is a small ledge, and you do see it has been used. So if you needed to, normally you could just sort of sidestep carefully along the wall, um, using this little. It's about 18 inches wide, which
That's what she said. Sorry.
she
18
That's what she
inches
said.
wide?
yes.
Dear God, that's not what she said. Anyway,
She said it incredulously. 18 inches wide. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that allows you to. That's how you can get around the pit if you knew it was there, or
Okay.
jump.
okay.
All right.
So Cree could
So
have,
Scramble, did you
Strix.
open the door then?
Yes.
I assume nobody got through that hole in the ground.
Is the hole such blackness that we can't see the bottom of it?
That's only 20 feet, he said, all right?
Okay, so we
20
can
feet,
actually
yes.
kind of
Mhm.
dimly see it down there without having to have a flashlight or.
Correct. And you didn't see. I said there's some detritus, but nothing huge. There are no
Okay.
spikes, no bodies. It was just old dirt and dust and stuff.
Right.
Um,
All right, let's do it. Oops. So Teresa, come on, Jackson, let's just do this. So he kind of leads him on by the shoulder, and all right, let's do this guy.
all right. So give me just a second here. I'm moving this. There we go. Moving him in, so the stream can see what's going on. There we go. I still don't like this grid. I'm going to turn the grid down a bit. Give me just a moment. One of my favorite things, besides the dice, hearing and watching the dice roll. My favorite things about Unity is turning down how big, thick the grid is, because it's already on the map,
Yeah.
so you don't
Yep.
need the secondary one in the blackness. Anyway, all right. So you come in here and you see 3 stone sarcophagi laid out in this room.
Is that like spaghetti?
There is a skeleton that has rusty armor on, propped up against each each one. She's sort of laying as sort of one of them is in a seating position. The other one is sort of laying on top of his. But there are three skeletons, one on each one. Um, and you see again the faux columns are carved into the walls around the edge. And there's a door to the on two doors besides the one you came in. Single doors, one going north and one going back to the east.
Any symbols of like Rakdos or anything carved into under the walls or anything? Or I'm gonna look at one of the sarcophagus. Any symbols of Rakdos?
So
or
are the
anything?
are the sarcophagus top of it slightly ajar, or is it like solidly on there?
From where you are, where you are now, you can see. It looks like that they are on there,
Okay.
but the skeletons are on top.
Okay.
Oh, the skeletons are on top of them.
hmm
Creepy.
Ooh. Maybe if there's vampires in there, they're the servants. They've died just sitting there waiting for them to come out, starving as they do their due diligence.
I'm gonna kneel down and put my ear against the side of the coffin to hear it. See if I can hear anything.
Hold on a second.
To answer your question, it's Little Smokies, not spaghetti.
Yes, Little Smokies are awesome.
Made some Little Smokies for dinner because they're awesome.
Something I haven't had in years, but it's one of my favorite things to make, especially if you're going to a party or something. If you get a crock pot,
Are you having the
equal parts? If you use 2 packages of Smokies, it would be 2 cups. But if you do 1 to 1 cup of brown sugar, ketchup, and Seagram 7.
Ooh.
Put those 3 in there. Throw the Smokies in there. Let them cook for a good. You want it to be at least 3 or 4 hours, and you can do it as many as 12 hours ahead of time.
Oh,
And
God.
it's
Really?
and it's just really good.
Is there barbecue sauce in that
You
at
see,
all, or just the Smokies?
Basically, it becomes
the ketchup and brown sugar
Become
yeah,
barbecue sauce.
become a barbecue
With
sauce. Yeah, those
Seagram
things are
7.
awesome. So you're saying with a crock pot though?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay.
The crock pot on low, and just let them sit there and simmer for a good 6 to 12 hours, and they taste amazing. And I'm not a
I
big Seagram
just
7 guy. I wouldn't drink it
I'm
alone,
not usually
solo,
either.
but
Well,
in
most
this
of it
mixture, it's awesome.
evaporates off. Most of it vaporizes off. You just leave with the
Yep.
with the essence of. It's kind of like celery for a soup or mushroom, cream of mushroom for something else. You don't taste it. It's just the essence of the embodiment of it. The embodiment of the Seagram 7.
I
Sorry.
totally wasted some what is it, Everclear last year. I used apple juice, apple cider, brown sugar, a little bit of brown sugar, and cinnamon, and you put all that in a crock pot together with Everclear, and you can make basically like what is it,
Moonshine.
apple pie moonshine. But I added the Everclear to it when I was making it, so it boiled out a large concentrate of the alcohol. It wasn't nearly as strong as it should be. So I learned my lesson, and now when I make it,
All your friends
When I
are
make
just hanging out in the room going, hang it here.
when I make it this year, I'm not going to add in the alcohol until after everything else is kind of blended together lovely. So
Because you want the alcohol visible.
you want to be getting drunk.
Floating on the top.
You want to get drunk. The point of the Everclear. If you didn't use Everclear, you could just use Fireball, and apple cider is delicious because it's a cinnamon alcohol. So it's really good. But I want to get sloshed if I'm doing it the right way.
Exactly. Just as a quick sidebar, I have a alcohol that's a rum. It's called Three Sheets to the Wind. Holy Jesus. You take a sip of that and you're just lit by fire. I mean, it's like I was blown away. I mean, I've had rubbing alcohol almost with the grain alcohol. It was like grain alcohol, with a little bit of a rum flavor to it. It was insanity.
Use it to burn warts off of hogs.
Exactly.
Use it to strip airplane rust.
So where's Trix right now? I'm not seeing him on the map.
I don't know. I think I
Just
lost him
outside
in
the
other
door.
room.
Okay. All right. So you're doing that. Jackson is kind of going to start meandering around, being very interested in like this one over here. Kree is kind of keeping up with him. Just kind of keep an eye on him a little bit.
And so, what did you say specifically you're doing, Scrambles?
I'm gonna kneel down and then put my ear like to the side of the coffin to cup it to hear better, to see if I can hear anything inside of the coffin, scraping or crying for help or anything.
Okay, the skeleton is right there in front of you.
I know, but it's on top. The lid's on it. That freaks me out. I'm just curious.
You do not hear anything from inside the
The coffin
sarcophagus.
lid. Okay. I'm gonna step to the side over here and poke the skeleton with the sword.
There you go.
Which
He said,
skeleton are
with
you
something.
poking? And
The one on top of the coffin. The one on top of this coffin.
okay, and there's thought you had an axe. You have a sword.
I have Jackson's sword.
Oh, okay. So he's using his sword.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna poke it with my axe. I love my axe. What if it turns to dust or something?
Exactly.
So you poke it and it responds like a poked skeleton.
Falls apart or becomes active.
Neither one. It just shuffles a little bit as you poke it.
With that.
Tinkle, makes little noises as you hit it.
Okay.
Bones
Noises
scraping
as
against-
in noises?
as in
Okay.
bones scraping against each other.
Okay. Then I'm gonna clear it off with the sword. Just smash it over to the side. It doesn't have clothes on, does it?
Okay.
It's a
It
skeleton.
has armor on.
Armor?
Old rusted armor. Correct.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove it off the top and
Okay. It
clear
falls
it
to the
off.
floor.
Shh. Then I'm gonna lift up the lid to the coffin, or try to.
He's like, dude, be careful, man.
I poked it. I listened. It's about as careful as it gets for me.
All right. So
Jackson is stabbing the side of this coffin with his sword,
This
like
little
it's going to do
dagger.
something.
okay, it's a sarcophagus, so it's stone. With his dagger, so chink chink, little scrapes in it.
Yep.
You notice that the carved relief on the top of it is female, and the other two are male.
So Jackson
So
definitely
Scrambles-
notices the female. Hey guys, ooh. He's like, okay, calm down, guys. It's okay.
So you see that there inside is it's human, by the way. They look human, and it looks sort of noble, so like some sort of king or prince or something. And you see some bones, scraps of clothing in there.
This is the one that Trembles is at?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it have like a name plaque, or are there bones inside of it also, or is it just the clothing?
Right. You see moldering bones, rotting bones, and
Oh, okay.
and clothes as well. Scraps of clothing.
Weird. Can I do a history check to see if I can know who this is, or if I've heard someone talk about famous royalty in town? Because I don't remember any famously dead royalty here, but maybe Scrambles heard something and forgot about it or something like that. Can I do like a history or a knowledge check to see if I remember anything like that?
Oops, I'm sorry. I pushed it to Korean tricks as well. Not mean to.
We all failed. We didn't do too hot.
So you know this thing is called Tressendor Manor.
That makes freaking sense.
So you presume that these might be the original.
The Tressendorts.
Yeah.
So hold on a minute. Jackson has some serious history. Can he like in his adult state, like, oh yeah, look at that thing. Can you do that? What the what? Didn't he roll a 20 for Christ's sake?
So no, you're busy stabbing this thing, wondering
That's right.
why the um, looking at the little sparks that come up every once in a while. The first
Right.
time you hit it, it sparked. So now you've been hitting a couple times trying to get it to
Exactly.
spark again.
Trying to a little bit of side action there, trying to get some sparks happening. These sparks are awesome, man. Cree's like, okay, guy, you
Poor guy.
take it easy, man. You're good. And rubbing his back a little bit,
Feel too bad. It's too bad. Hopefully this doesn't last forever. If he does, I think we should just go take him out to a big pasture somewhere, do all his favorite things for a day,
do a hog tie on him.
take him out to do all of his favorite stuff, and then just
As he goes to a random rage, all hog tied.
take him out back, get him some shoulder pads and like gloves over his head so he doesn't hurt his eyes.
If you give him his cloak of waving, then
Coca billowing.
exactly, he'll be very happy.
I don't know, man.
You think?
So what are you doing with the lid? The lid? Are you? It's not a coffin.
Heavy.
It doesn't
Yeah.
creak open. It's a stone slab, so you can. So by pushing it a little bit, you've
I'll
opened
slide
it
it
maybe an
over.
inch or so to
Yeah.
just see enough in. So are you taking it all the way off? Are you trying to open it?
No, I'm
Just
gonna
leave
leave it. I think I'll leave it the way it is for that one. And I'll check the next one over and do the same thing. Move it over about an inch. Try and shove it if I can to see if I find a big pile of gold in there or something. Who knows?
Scrambles. Jackson like, ooh, that looks interesting, and he runs over here, right there, and it's
All right, and
Cree's
as
like
you
trying to keep
do,
up with him.
Perfect.
the skeletons start moving and stand up.
Jackson's like, ooh,
I'm gonna hand him
We
his
have
sword.
initiative.
initiative. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so here we go. Initiative.
So I know Jackson likes it, so I will go ahead and push it to everybody else
Awesome.
in it. Let me turn these
Oh
guys.
yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. A natural 21, man. Cree is rocking it.
Which is the opposite of what I got. Oh, one.
So Cree's like, what the? Not paying attention to Jackson. Jackson's like, ooh.
How is there not? Give me just a second, guys.
Sure.
All right, so you guys are fighting skeletons. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the right one.
I was gonna say that's a little bit different than the dress thing I was thinking of. That's a little bit
bunch of
different,
shark
dude.
teeth.
Holy fuck, that thing is insane.
What the hell is that?
So the shark jaw.
Exactly. Shark come to life as if
Shit is not
he
playing
knew what
games.
if he knew what he was doing.
So what happened when you give Necromancer too much time, who lives by the ocean?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so there's your skeletons. Just shifting things around for chat so they can see the picture, see the fight, still see the combat tracker, all that happiness. Oh, I haven't done your characters yet, there, Mr. Rhino. So sorry. In the chat, I'm trying to look at it. All right, so there's your skeleton. As they come to life, you see that they have a great sword.
Wow. Jackson has no problem coming in with his little dagger. Well, little, it's about a foot or so, thinking he can take on anything.
All right, and
He's
Cree,
like,
what are you doing?
wow. Cree is going to, I have no idea. Let's see. He has his claws, so he's gonna get ready as he's coming in to try to dispatch whatever's going on here to keep Jackson at bay and try to protect him from freaking out and or aggressively fighting unnecessarily.
All right, so he's not gonna do anything else besides watch Jackson.
Nice. He's gonna attack this thing.
Okay.
I gotta push buttons here. Does that do it? Okay. So he's using his claws initially. So claws. Where's the claws? Okay, there they are. Ready and begin.
So he has one attack with his claws and one with his battle axe. He cannot substitute. So if he's just going to use his claws, he gets one attack.
Okay, yeah, he's going to use his claws to try to see if it can work quickly, but it does not work. So he's pulling. He has his battle axe, gonna whip that shit right out. And here we go. Come on, baby. Jesus Christ! Come on. There we go. And he succeeds. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Some slashing action. And again, it's 7 points. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Heck yeah.
Jackson is very excited about the situation and is ready to attack with his 1 foot dagger as if you can wipe this thing out immediately.
All right, and the one you hit comes to life. He's got 3 targets in front of him.
The percentage is like 20% Jackson, but everybody else gets fucked. I mean, screw it. Sorry. Watch my language there, saw.
All right, so he's going to attack Cree and Scrambles. All right, so this thing sort of, as Cree slashes out with his claws, do I have the picture up? I still don't have the picture in the background. What the hell? Anyway, so he's slashes out with his claws, misses, comes down with his battle axe and slices into the chest. It uses that moment to slam into him with his sword, and then as he goes to attack Scrambles is ready and knocks it aside. Trix.
Trix is going to assess the situation, and he's going to do he probably assumes that these things that are skeletons don't have brains. He can see in their head, so he's just going to help and then run away.
Okay.
Well, technically they're undead, correct? Because they're not alive.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, they are undead, correct.
So he's going to use his help action, and he's going to give the help action to Scrambles, and then he's going to run out of here, run back out here.
Jackson has a uncanny danger sense. So while he may not be able to roll this cantrip, he's going to be like, I know what's going on here.
So did you guys? I presumed you guys closed the doors. You didn't close the doors when you came in?
Of course we did. We close every door we come in. Are you kidding me?
I will agree with you. I think we probably closed the doors.
Yeah, so Trix wouldn't be able to open the door by himself.
He can't open a door?
He's only like
Not
fucking
a giant
2 feet tall.
copper-covered double door, no.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know it was a giant copper-covered double door. Okay.
But we only use one side, though, so I say that it's very feasible he could do it.
He's then going to run this way and take a hide action here if he doesn't get hit. I'll avoid. He might get hit by this guy. Impulsive footwork, but it's something he's willing to do because he wants to get out of dodge. He thinks it's probably not very smart. Maybe it won't catch him.
And none of us have really a propensity for. Well, that's not true. But would a tiefling have some sort of a knowledge of undead things?
This is his hide check.
Ooh,
22.
special.
He is freaking hidden.
So it does get hit for minimum damage,
That's good.
and he goes and tries to hide. And it depends on the tiefling and what they've studied. In your particular case, no.
Okay.
All right, so
So he helped and hid. Whose turn is next? Mine? Everybody else has gone but me, so I'm
Indeed.
assuming it's
Well,
Scrambles' turn.
Jackson hasn't gone yet.
I
all
thought he
right,
went
so
first
the
with the tiger.
skeleton
No.
steps forward.
No,
He
not
also
yet.
has 3.
I was giving Jackson's intentions so that Sven knew what was going on. He was successful, of course, but at least he knew what was going on.
All right, so he's going to attack Scrambles and Jackson. He has flanking for Scrambles.
He does.
So why doesn't he have flanking with Jackson? It
Because
has to
he's
be
not
like direct.
correct. You have to be directly in between 2 enemies or 2 allies, depending on how you type
So
it.
45 degrees is not enough.
Correct.
Okay.
Negative. Yes, he missed me. Woot.
Where did he... Oh, this one is different. This one has a longsword.
Ooh.
I didn't realize they were different. Interesting. Okay. Ah, so it attacks. First of all, let me finish the attack first. Come on. There we go. Hits Jackson. So Jackson, you are not going to do anything else until this thing is dead. You're just going to keep attacking it. This one.
Okay.
And it sort of, you hear it cry out, and it sort of raise its hand, its free hand, and the skeleton in front of Scrambles lashes out again.
What? That's crazy.
Also at Jackson. I mean, Scrambles, sorry. 7 is Scrambles. And misses. Alright.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Okay, and then the last
Get
one.
wrecked.
Alright, so 2 of them have great swords. The third one does not, but the third one, like I said,
Does he have an okay sword?
he has a long sword, yep. Not so great sword. So this one, not sure why that's... Oh, I see. Interesting. So he's going to move up and try to kill Kree. Oof.
Ooh.
It's a crit on the second one.
Ooh, I don't like that at all.
So,
Exactly.
but Kree does have resistant because he's got tough hide. So he only takes 9 damage.
That is good.
Has not come up very often, but he's resistant to slashing.
Okay.
Very specifically slashing. All right, so then now it's Scrambles.
Scrambles is going to.
So you saw what happened, and as a warrior and stuff, it's clear to you that this one behind you is like a squad leader type.
Yeah, impulsive
a
footwork.
leader. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to attack impulsive footwork. Actually, I'm going to cast as a free action, cast my Echo in the square that would make it diagonal to Jackson, so it'll have flanking. Yep, right there,
Nice.
perfect. And then for my move action, I'm going to.
Now you do have flanking against him.
Okay. Cool.
If you, both you and Jackson, Cree does not, but both you and Jackson have flanking.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attack him, to try to kill him because he's obviously
so
the
you get a
problem here.
+1.
And I will. Yeah, I'm going to definitely use my great axe. Go ahead. Where is it at? There it is. Okay. My screen is not big enough to have everything going on at one time, so I have to move stuff around. All right, there it is. Yes. So he hits.
18 on
do
the
some
dice.
damage.
Nice.
Some dabblage. That's good damage.
It is. Just slices into this guy.
I'm going
Skeleton.
to take a second wind to heal. Because actually I used my bonus action to summon my thing, so I cannot do that. So as my free action, I am going to... actually, no. Just to play it safe, I'm going to Unleash Carnation for the second time today and attack with my Echo at the same one. So one of my cool things I can do with my Echo is I can attack twice. 1 second. Perception.
Wow.
What did I do before I attack then or no?
Hey, you can go, Joe. Yeah, I was just saying, it's not important. I'll let you finish your attack first and let you know what's going
Okay.
on.
Cool.
So right now it's pretty boring. Right now, Parker is asleep. He had just come in from his walk, and so he's tuckered out and pretty much done for most of the night. Before we take him on his next, he'll have one more walk before bed. All right, sorry. They redeemed "What's the dog doing?" So
Oh, I see.
I don't have. This is the only stream I use VC, so I normally can just talk, and the players can't hear me, so I can interact with the stream just fine. This one, everybody hears me. So, all right. So you slam into him a second time. I mean, using your special
My
power.
Echo. Yep. Echo attacks, hits him, and then he'll do some damage. Boom.
So as he's hitting him, you realize these things, the skeletons are very thin and live, and the way that one of them has a helmet and stuff, you're pretty sure these were elves.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, I did some extra damage to him, and then as a free action, can I just hand Jackson his longsword and give it to him? Or can
Yeah.
I toss it to him?
You can.
Yeah, I want to
You
hand.
can
I'm
toss to him.
standing next to him, so I'm going to hand him to him.
Okay. It'll be
Because
officially part of your move action type thing, but yeah.
I'm looking at that sad little dagger, and I'm like, hey, forgot to give you this back. I totally forgot to give you this. I'm going to hand it to him.
Okay.
So he'll have that.
Yeah, so for those of you watching, if you've recently joined us, Jackson is dangerously insane until the sundown. So far they've been able to sort of keep him, took away most of his weapons successfully, and he's been somewhat distracted most of the time, but see
Hurtling
how it plays
attacks.
out.
Which, by the way, he has a long sword, a great sword, and 2 javelins.
Insane.
So he's whipped out his dagger and is poking at Samantha McSparks. Realizes something going on behind him. Ooh! It turns around, and Trembles hands him his long sword.
Yeah.
Right. right,
I
so
I
Scrambles.
thought you saw this thing attack you already.
Oh, I
Didn't
did.
it-
I've already attacked him with my dagger.
Okay, yeah,
but,
I was like, you attacked it first. You're already hurting the enemy, so I'm comfortable giving you back your weapon. I think it's very likely you'll continue to hurt the enemy with it.
Okay, so Jackson can see that the impulsive footwork. Is he gonna attack the same one, the patient indignant grin, or would he switch to the impulsive footwork?
No, he is dead set
Send.
on the one that hit him, and he's
Okay.
not gonna stop until that's dead and destroyed.
Okay.
Thanks for lurking, Engorgio. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, thank you. He's one of my two people who have resubscribed, so he's subscribed for at least 2 months. It's awesome.
Critical.
Critical hit. There you go. Grabs that sword. Feels good in his hands.
Ooh, nice. 15 feet. Ah, for me, 15 feet. 15 points. Damn it. Tries him
All right,
back 15
now-
feet.
So, because you have your dagger in your offhand, you can do an offhand attack. So, do an attack with your dagger, and if
Okay.
the only thing that changes is the damage. So, let's see if you hit
Okay.
first.
Let's see. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, yeah. So then what do I do?
So, because you're using your offhand, you don't get your strength bonus. So, it
Okay.
would be put -4
Okay. Oops.
as a modifier, and then roll your damage.
Okay. Here we go.
So you're, and then follow up with this quick stab with your left hand. All right.
Okay. Nice.
So next is, I think it's top of the next round. It is top of round 2.
Scrambles Echo. He already went.
Yeah, he goes on Scrambles'
On my turn.
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Round 2.
Switching something real quick.
We are all in the same order of the second round. Wow.
Go. Let me check something. Cool. All right. So, this guy is, well, yeah, he's different. He did not attack first last time. So he's 1, 2, and 3. So his 2 attacks are going to, 1 to Jackson and 1 to Cree. Impulsive footwork. Is that the right? Yeah, it is him. Okay. Oof, he slashes into Jackson. And attacks, slashes at Cree. Crits Cree again. Man, Cree is just not paying attention.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
But, once again, he resists half. Because
Awesome.
they're using their swords. Alright, Trix.
Trix is hiding, so he's just going to give help again. He's going to give help to... going to give it to Scrambles again. And, I mean, just for the fun of it, he'll try a psychic attack just to see what happens. See if he can do anything with it. I don't think it'll do anything, but he tries it. And he failed. So I'm assuming it does something then?
Roll your damage and it'll either be resist 0 or it'll do the damage.
Oh, I see. Okay. And where's my damage?
Or immune, whatever.
Damage.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so you see it does work. It's magic. And it's
Awesome.
psychic damage. They are not immune to psychic damage. They're immune to other things, but psychic damage is not one of them.
It's not one of them.
Alright, so Scrambles.
On Scramble's go, he's gonna grab his great axe and then try and attack one of them again. Actually, let's do this. Let's move this over here. Scrambles. Where does great axe go? There it is. Let's go with this one. Awesome. Smash. Took the 8 damage. Okay. And I think I can still do this. Yeah, I'm gonna use my hammering horns as my bonus action for this one to try to push it up to 10 feet. So let's see if it works on him. So he's not hammering horns. Oh, he saved, so nothing happens. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, we tried.
All right, so Cree, you're up.
Cree is switching slightly to the right since he's feeling is that Jackson and Scrambles have things covered. He's going to go after impulsive footwork. First with his what is it, sword? Hold on a minute. Why is this not working? Okay, there we go.
Don't forget, he's pretty hurt. He can also heal himself as well. He might have potions or stuff. I don't know if you guys ever gave him any potions.
Okay, well, possibly, but right now we're in the midst of battle. He has somebody behind him. He can hear him shuffling, so he's going to attack impulsive with his battle axe first, since he already have it in his hand. And he does not succeed. Holy Jesus. Thank God it's not a 1. He's going to go after with his claws again for the bonus action. And he succeeds. Yes! Awesome. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Nice. 8. Full damage, man.
And just to be clear, his multi-attack is not a bonus action. Yours is, because you're using your offhand. But his is built in. And when you guys turn level 5, you'll have 2 attacks built in. It's not a bonus action.
So he has no bonus actions at all?
I don't think Creed does. He might have a spell or 2, but
okay.
He doesn't have any. All right, and if you look at the name of the spell, if there's parentheses B afterwards, then that's what
Jackson.
Bonus action. All right, so Jackson.
Jackson's hitting him again.
Can Trix yell something out as a free action? I think I can yell stuff, right?
He can speak telepathically, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna warn everybody. Hey, the door is opening. Just so that way everybody knows what's going on. I don't know which door it is, but
the one he's right there.
Oh, the one behind him. Oh,
Jackson is is not paying attention at all. He's striking. The patient, indignant grin with his longsword.
All right, give me a percentile. I'm going to say there's a 50% chance he's going to go into a rage.
Okay.
So, do you want him to go in a rage or not?
He doesn't have a choice.
No, I'm saying, if you were playing Jackson, would he go into a rage?
Yes.
Okay. So
if he's insane, then that he would definitely. He's not in control.
All right, so he does not then.
Okay. So he struck, and did he hit? He missed. Okay, and he's going to take his dagger stab anyway. -4.
No, it's a regular straight attack.
Okay.
Actually, you have scrambles, so echo, so you're flanking. Get +1
for impatient, indignant grin. I said a 45-degree angle. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were attacking the other one. I forgot who hit you. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, I know who hit me, but he's going after the same dude he's been attacking. So -4.
No, it's -4 to his damage. It's attack is the same.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so now -4 for damage.
Correct. It'll still roll twice though.
Okay. take anything.
All right, so you stab.
Look at
him
I
with
killed
your
him. Oh,
sword.
he's still moving around. Look, I almost killed him.
Right.
He yells.
All right, so he's going to slash out with his longsword. How often can he do that? Let's see. All right, so he's just going to attack. So again, we'll do 2 attacks. All right, so they're both at scrambles. Come on. All right, so first one hits and second one, the first one misses as Jackson slams into his hand with his dagger, and then but the second one he's able to follow up and slice into scrambles a little bit.
That's no good. I don't like that.
And the one on the bottom is going after Kree again. All right, no crits and not even a hit, so 2 misses.
Nice.
Swings his great sword. This time Kree is engaged with him and sort of not babysitting Jackson anymore. Trix, you go.
Trix is not going to be in front of the door that's opening behind him. He's going to move over to here.
So, just to clarify, it opened up a tiny little crack and stopped. Somebody's looking out, seeing what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Trix is still. He doesn't want to be in front of the door that's opening. And he is going to run over there. And then he's going to, since he knows his mental attack will work, he's going to try and psychic hurt this guy again.
Okay.
Except for he's going to hurt somebody different this time. He's going to go with, we're going to go with this guy here. And he failed. That's awesome. I'll take some tablage. Wham.
She dabblage.
Yeah. I don't know why I like saying dablage. Double dablage. Hurts him a
Alright.
little. And he gets pushed because of that thing too. So this is whatever direction he gets shoved.
This is indignant grin you're hitting?
Yeah.
No,
No, it's not. It's
it was
impulsive footwork.
footwork.
Yeah, okay.
That you did damage to.
Yeah.
Right.
The one that was behind me.
Okay.
Alright, and so scrambles you go.
So Scrambles is gonna he's gonna go ahead
who?
and he'll go
Kree,
ahead
okay.
and he will. Who's he gonna go against? He'll go
Alright.
Impatient Grin.
So since Kree isn't healing himself, he had to rely on chat to heal him. So Honey Badger Sven 7 redeemed a boost of healing for Kree.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and let you roll it, Kree. Give me a 1d8 plus 5.
Okay. So +5 in the modifier.
Correct.
1 second.
Attacking that guy again while you guys are doing that stuff.
Sure.
Come on, baby. A 7. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so
Heck yeah.
Kree, as you're fighting him, you hear a crunch as you step on something. You realize you stepped on a potion, and magic surges through him. Oops. Come on.
16,000 fix healing.
There we go.
He becomes an angel and flies up into heaven. 16,000.
Alright, so Scrambles, you slam into this thing with your great axe.
I mean, I thought he'd be dead now for sure. But he is He is not happy with that. I'm going to use my bonus action and use my second wind to heal myself. And where's my dice for that?
That's feasible while you're in battle.
Yeah, it's a bonus action I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can just heal myself. And where is it?
Should be right under where you just clicked.
There it is. Heal.
It's a magnifying glass. Boom.
Boom for 12.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. And so
12.
that is scrambles.
Heck yeah.
All right. So the one you just hit, I think, yes, it's hitting you back. Yeah, these are these elven skeletons are no joke. Does not have flanking because his friend got moved back.
Elves are some serious shit, man. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. All right. I gotta run to the restroom. I'll BRB.
All right. Go for it. Skeleton, yeah, we're almost done here, so go ahead. I'm just finishing this round and we'll be good. Where is... There he is. He's this is the one that's fighting Kree. This time it hits. Again, he just takes half damage and he hits again.
He's taking partial damage because of his skin.
Correct. He's resistant to slashing. Only slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it hadn't come up very often, but these guys are doing slashing with their swords.
Okay.
All right, back to Kree again.
So can he take a guarded step to there to continue to attack impulsive footwork? Because impulsive footwork is pushed back by scramble sword. So I mean horns. So can he just take a?
If he moves there, then Indignant Grin can take a opportunity attack against him.
If he moves right to the spot.
Correct. This guy
he's gonna do it. So
he can take a thing.
He's gonna do it. So I say, go ahead. So do you do that first or after?
Yeah, he'll attack him real quick. Go ahead and do your attack. We'll just do it at the same time.
Okay. Let's see where my
unless he gets a crit, I don't think I'll kill him. So.
Okay. Nice.
And it's a miss.
It's
So
a miss.
Hit,
oh.
Your battle axe slams into him.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
And that is enough to finally take him out. Okay.
Okay.
So you still have your claws.
But he's already kitty bat, so can I take another step or not?
You can hit the one behind you. Yes, you can take another step if you want.
He's already kitty bat.
Okay, so I'm gonna I can just spin and get this handled. So I'm gonna go ahead and change out my clear that and go like this. All right. There we go. Bam. All right, here we go. And the claws, correct?
Correct.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nice. He's kicking it, man. He's kicking it.
All right, so that is Kree. Jackson.
Jackson is still attacking. Let's see. Here we go. Jackson. The pretty purple dice. Okay, here we go. Longsword.
Oh, you guys can see the camera. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Did I roll that? No, I didn't. Hell yeah. He's kicking it, man. Here we go. And almost maximum. Nice. Oh, damage exceeds. He's
All right,
dying.
and that is enough to take the second one out.
Awesome.
Nice. Jackson was going to continue to hack at him.
Okay, good. All right, and so now,
Oops.
at the top of the round. All right, so that is where we will leave it, guys. Thank you for playing with me. Thank you for redeeming the healing potion. Very cool.
Yes, thank you.
Helped Kree out, who was refusing to help himself. He has a very finite number of spells, so I said I don't even know if he has a potion or not.
But he's also in the midst of battle, so he's trying to keep in mind that Jackson can go any which way at any moment. So he feels like he has to take out these guys right away.
Probably
Very
smart.
cool. Well, hey, don't forget if you guys have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. So if you don't have anybody else that you watch, feel free to hit that subscribe button for free with your Amazon Prime. Um, like, subscribe, catch up on YouTube if you missed any of the episodes, and we'll see you next week. If you want to catch more D&D, come back on Wednesday, uh, and we'll do a Starfinder with Reno on Sunday. So whatever else you do, like, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodbye, guys.
Have a good night,
Later,
guys.
man. Thank you. Thanks for watching.